Hey, this is GAU Studios live at PAX East 2014. I am Eric Rickety Beans Urbino, and I am joined by Owlchemy Labs, and they're here to talk about their newest game, Dyscourse. How you doing today?
Great. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, so why don't you start by just telling us what Dyscourse is?
Sure. Yeah, Dyscourse is a choice-based narrative adventure. So you play as Rita, and basically you crash landed on a desert island, and you have to learn to survive with these other people who were on the plane with you. And unlike a bunch of survival games where it's all about, gathering numbers and resources and here's all of our stats, it's all about moral gray area decision making. So, and it's also, you're with a bunch of misfit airplane, like tourists and things like that. So, not the normal style adventure game. And we've been demoing it here for the past 3 days. It's going awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting looking game. Who came up with this art style and the direction to take it in?
So our artist, Carrie, she led the entire art production. So she's our art director, lead artist, illustrator, implementer, animator, level designer. So it's all basically we're a fairly small team making the game, and she really took it from start to finish and created an awesome style. And one of the goals was, if you take a screenshot of our game, you hopefully will not be able to confuse that with any other game that's out there. It's super recognizable, I think. So
I definitely agree with that.
She pulled it off, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of, is there more of an overarching plot, or is this more about the characters and what you're doing on the side?
It's really down at that interpersonal level. So there's definitely an overarching plot, and there's ways to get off, all these different endings, ways to get off the island. But it all comes down to human nature, right? So you could come at this game and say, I'm gonna go pure survivalist. It's all about me. All these other people, screw them. They could go die. I just need to get off this island. Or you could come at it from like a, interpersonal. I'll play this game. I'll be nice to the other survivors. I'll kind of work my magic and talk it up, and maybe form an alliance or, make decisions with the group in mind. And that might be a good way to get goodwill and maybe form a leadership role in the community. But or you could just watch the world burn. Try to kill as many people as you can because, they're taking up space. So, yeah.
That's a really interesting concept for a game, is that you actually get to choose, who lives and who dies. Maybe a little bit like the show Survivor.
Oh, yeah. We definitely, we're super open about our influences. So part of it was kind of like Werewolf, the party game, or Mafia, if you played that. Hidden identities and betrayal and all that kind of stuff. But we say that Dyscourse is definitely a mix of Lord of the Flies meets kind of like a Lost, Survivor, Walking Dead style interaction. So, yeah.
It's definitely really fun. Now, you mentioned you guys have a small team. What are some of the benefits of having a small team, or some of the challenges of having a small team?
Well, I mean, so I started the company in late 2010, and it was just myself and our co-founder. And we've kind of slowly built a fan following with Smuggle Truck or Snuggle Truck, depending on where you see it. And then Jack Lumber, and then we worked on with Deja Bond Games, and now we're doing Dyscourse, and it's slowly we've been organically building, our team size and bringing on people that really know what they're doing, and we work with the best people around. So being small means you're able to be agile. We're able to jump on the Oculus Rift bandwagon really early and do the VR version of where you dive off buildings in VR. And we're only able to do that because we're small and able to pivot and do things that really interest us.
Cool. Now, what is your favorite part about Dyscourse?
Oh man, I'd have to say it was what I mentioned before about someone could walk up with an intent and try to play that out. And it's almost like a human nature simulator in the sense that I can walk in and just kind of want to see the world burn. Or I could be a diplomat and see how that works out for me, which is great.
Awesome.
And we don't want to cater to one play style.
All right, so now the game is coming out on Steam.
Yep.
2014, do we have a date?
Yep, September. We'll be launching on Steam, and we just shipped the alpha. We'll be shipping the beta, the Kickstarter backers, somewhere in between there. So definitely check it out on Steam when it comes out.
Right,
Mac, PC, Linux.
Mac, PC, Linux. Any other things in sight, consoles or anything?
Well, we're focusing on making the best PC title we can. We want to just really make it solid, and then we'll think about how we can get it in everyone's hands. So that's kind of our progression.
All right. Well, this is Dyscourse. You can check it out on GAUstudios.com for more information before the game comes out. But as I said, it'll be out sometime in September. All right. Move on.